Emma, music from Gabon called Making. And I'm hoping that I'm making your morning this morning. It is, I'm hoping it's a sunny morning. It's no rain.
It is sunny, blue skies.
Oh, great. At least Muntu can take a walk. There's nothing like the African sunrise. For me, I've traveled and I've seen sunrises in different countries. And trust me, the African one, there's just something about the sun here. I can't believe we have one sun. I don't believe that we have one sun, but it's beautiful. Waking up in the morning in Africa, it feels different. There's something about it. It is almost 8:30 and we're going to get into some brand new music. I'm excited about all the music that's going to come this year. And I really want to get into some new genres, especially like the likes of like neo soul and Afro beats. And I just want people to play around with genres. And I can't wait to speak to this particular, and I don't think I'll ever call you anything else, but Grammy-nominated. Like I'm shaking an EGOT hand. Like, are you being for real? I'm going to do a proper intro, but I want to hear your music first because I feel like the conversation is going to, be based off of what I hear. And we blind hear it, by the way. I know a lot of presenters tend to, take it back. They want to listen to it and then analyze it. For me, it's a blind reaction.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to blind react to
the
yourself.
stakes are high.
Very high. No, but you said Grammy, so I think we're on the right track somewhere. It is at 8:30 Central African time. It's Vumaala with Show Me, and show me what you got.
From 6 till 9 a.m. Central African time on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
I've been holding on. I've been searching, praying for so long. I've been waiting. I've been holding on. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. I want you to show
Grammy-nominated producer, artist, DJ, and creator. And you showed us.
Hello.
I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I love how I feel after listening to this. Because that's what I wanted to get, that blind reaction of how would I feel after this. And I feel encouraged. I was telling you that it actually took me back to Thailand, and let me explain why.
There's a story about Thailand, and I'm curious.
Yeah, no, okay. So there's this thing, event thing. It's like a yacht party that they have, right?
Okay.
And then we wait.
Racing yachts.
It's in the middle of the ocean.
yacht in Thailand.
I mean, pretty. So, and this is to be honest, I don't know why it took me there. Because that was probably one of the best days of my entire life. Because I was literally in the middle of the ocean. I had no network on my phone. I was on a yacht with like people I did not know. And, you know, when you say show me how good it can get, like, I feel like that was the moment that life actually showed me how good it could get. So it took me there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's the story. It's not a crazy. The crazy stories are for after on off air.
Off air, but I think it is a little bit crazy, just in terms of like being in a different country. On a yacht is pretty cool experience, and like you say, it's something that how good can it get? Like having those moments and having the presence to be like, hey, this is not just a normal thing. I should like sit in it for a second.
Yeah.
Which is something I can be very bad at.
Really?
Just not like being present in the moment. I think it's very easy to be future focused more often than not.
Do you feel like you moved the goalpost for yourself?
I'm trying to throw out the goalpost entirely, which was a hard and painful experience for my last year. It was just being like this. You can sit on a hamster wheel and realize that there actually is no happiness to be had so long as you're on the hamster wheel. So you just got to throw the whole thing out.
Literally, I'd swear you were listening to the show from the morning, because it's exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about how, you know, like when you think about what life throws at us, like it doesn't ask for permission. You know, you literally can wake up thinking you're going to have the best day ever. Then you get a call that changes everything, right? Sure. And that's why like joy, happiness being the only emotion you choose is really unfair. And you have to be intentional about it. But I feel like with music like this, we need a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like society right now, it's very like it's very deep.
I think so.
Very serious.
I think so. I think I didn't like writing the song for me was not. It wasn't written from a place of happiness. It was written from like a plea and like a place of being seriously downcast, and oftentimes I write music that's aspirational, as in I write music that feels the way I wish I felt. And at the time of this writing, I did not feel optimistic or happy or just upbeat in any way. And so sitting and writing the song was just like a plea of the lyrics, like, God, please show me how good it can get. The quiet part that's not being said is because right now it is not good at all. And seeing what has happened in the last 2 weeks has just been a complete flip and switch, and just God being like, okay, challenge accepted. Here, hold my beer.
Oh my
like
gosh,
it's been.
That makes me so. I don't even know you like that, but it makes me so happy to know that. Okay, so let's brag about you for a moment, because we need to understand. You know, because for me, like, this is very important. I don't mind being a fan. I literally, we could be the same age, and if I'm a fan, I'm a fan. There's nothing embarrassing about it. I don't know why we've made it an embarrassing thing to be a fan. I'm a fan. And I'm a fan because to meet someone who is on EGOT level is crazy. Like, that's
I'm missing all of the statues, so I'm not even anywhere near the EGOT.
Sorry.
But, you know, maybe one day in the future.
There's a reason why God gave you the G first. Okay? Clock it. So you have worked with Mother, Beyoncé, Clean Bandit, Cynthia Erivo. I mean, Manana, Shekhinah and Ami Faku. Like, I need you to walk me through your career.
My career has been... So I've always loved this music thing, and I think I really got into it at like 13 when I discovered I've always been a nerd. I love computers and coding and just being in that world, and then I've loved music, but those two never intersected. And then one day I was working on, my dad had gotten a new laptop, and there was this thing called GarageBand on it, which is like a very entry-level production software, and sitting in that chair, it changed my entire life, because suddenly I could put those things together. And that's when I was like, this is what I want to do. So I've just been making music and recording it and trying to produce it myself since I was 13. And slowly but surely, this led me to working with other people. Like Manana is someone that I went to university with. He was 2 years ahead of me. And a friend of mine and I had started a YouTube live room kind of thing, and we're like, hey, do you want to be on this thing? He came, sang incredible vocal, as we all know, and then after that he's like, hey, we should do something, and we just started working together. And so we have made a lot of music together over the course of his career. Majority of the music that he's released has been with us, and he's an incredible producer in his own right. And but getting to work with him through the arc of his career has been amazing, and that slowly leads to other opportunities. And eventually in 2018 I moved to New York, and that was just, let me go see what's happening on the other side of the world. And I happened to meet someone who knew the Queen herself, and they sent them a beat that I'd made, and the next thing I knew, the whole steamroll began.
Okay, listen, I'm not even the beehive. I'm literally the security guard of the beehive. Like, I need you to understand. I'm a bouncer.
Okay.
Which song?
Find Your Way Back.
Thank you, guys. I'm done with the show. What do you mean? Are you serious right now? We need to take a break. It is 8:40 Central African time right here on the Oasis.
As Africa renews, so does its voices. 60 years of Channel Africa.
Téléchargez l'application Channel Africa sur votre Play Store ou Apple Store afin de pouvoir suivre toutes nos émissions en direct de là où vous vous trouvez. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
As the sun rises on 2026, Channel Africa celebrates with you. This year, may prosperity flow like water. May unity strengthen our nations. And may every African story inspire the world.
Channel Afrique vous accompagne dans cette célébration. Que l'espoir illumine notre continent.
Que as vozes de África ecoem com orgulho.
Ustawi na ufanisi na vitiririke kama maji.
From all of us at Channel Africa, we wish you and yours a joyful, successful, and prosperous 2026.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Ease into your weekend morning. It's the Oasis with Ntsako Mhlanga. Only on Channel Africa.
That was great.
Thank you so much. It is 8:41 Central African time, and well, we actually did need to take a break. Like, don't worry, it was a time decision, but I also needed to just lose my mind a little bit. I am so inspired by people who can actually say, I'm packing up and I'm leaving. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and it's not like, oh no, I'm packing up, I'm leaving, I'm going to Sandton from Centurion.
Sure.
No. You're saying New York.
Yeah.
As a black man.
Yes.
Knowing what happens that side.
To be fair, at that time, I think the world is a little bit more optimistic, but...
Yeah, it was still the American dream.
Yeah.
You know, right now it's American nightmare.
I think that leaving... my family is so supportive. And I think that they are the reason I've been able to do what I've done, because they have, without blinking, supported me at every step of the way, at great personal cost to themselves at sometimes. Like, my siblings are incredible. Like, my sister's a dietitian. She just crushes it. She posts online. She does her thing. My brother is a film director, and he's going to be the voice of sci-fi in Africa. What? I am convinced of that. He's an incredibly talented director, and they've been popping on socials for years. And to have them just support me, both emotionally through the journey of being so away from home for many years, and also structurally now in this, like, craziness where I'm starting to learn what it looks like to be a little bit forward facing. I think, like, having family who wants your success is, and nothing else, I think is amazing. And that's what, like, I try to show up with that same energy. Like, we just show up in each other's lives in that way. And I think that's the scaffolding that everything is built. And so that's why going and leaving home is actually quite hard, because you have to step away from that support system, or at least it's remote for a little bit.
The cocoon. I mean, it feels safe. Stepping into a brand new country, continent altogether.
Sure.
You have no idea who's there, what's happening.
Yeah.
But talk to me about that, because that was 2 years before COVID hits.
Yes.
What was that transition like? And now having to navigate your career that is mostly, it requires a lot of public interaction.
Yeah.
Now being remote.
I think that the journey, my career, and then COVID, it was an unfortunate timing of things, because essentially the Beyoncé record came out, and that fundamentally, like, immediately the entire world kind of like, there's a microscope on you. It's like, who are you? Where did you come from? Which is an amazing thing. You kind of work your whole career for that moment of people paying attention. But within a couple of months, COVID hit. And that took all of that momentum out of the sales, because now the world has shut down. And so as a person who was looking for the opportunity to produce records for other people, suddenly it goes from like, oh my gosh, who's this kid? We should get in and work with them, to I'm not working with anyone. No one is working. No one's in studio. We're all focused on survival. And being in New York during COVID was ground zero. It was the most uncanny thing. Just like watching the city turn into what felt like I was living in I Am Legend.
I was about to say,
it was like I went and sat and had a picnic in the middle of Fifth Avenue in Times Square. It's like the most busiest road in Times Square, just like sat down in the middle of the road. And it was a wild experience, but a growing one. And then by the time the world sort of came back up and started moving, everyone had kind of moved on. So you have to kind of rebuild momentum. And it's been a journey of like slowly building, and like, I think that I've learned that there's no silver bullet. I think that there's small things that add up towards the general arc of a thing. And I'm grateful for every single step. Like every time someone leaves a comment, to me, that's like such a big win. Anytime someone is excited about the music or feels a certain emotion that I think resonates with me, like that's a win. And I've learned to kind of keep my head down and look at those, like every little step as progress, rather than ignoring everything and being like, I'll only be happy when I get that thing. I think that perspective change has been massive for me.
I'm still like, I'm processing so many things right now. Sorry, I'm a slow processor, right? Because I'm trying to bring this story together. The fact that you come from a family like that, for me, I love it, because we hear a lot of struggle stories to success. It's like you were abandoned, you were, grew up in a home or whatever. But to hear that you actually just come from warmth and love and support, I think is a story of Black success that we need more of, and it's important that even in creative spaces, we're able to support our, our family members, because you actually never know who you're supporting. So now coming back and watching music also evolve, watching the artists you work with evolve, what is that experience like for you? Because essentially also your music and what you put out there and what you create, I'm thinking also is evolving as well.
It is.
So what influences that?
I think that I've spent the majority of my career helping craft and tell other people's stories and build their worlds. And so for me, this project is, I just got to the point where it's like I had something to say and I had a sound that I wanted to explore that felt like it was a little bit wonky, and it is an amalgamation of influences that, like, I'm talking like South African dance genres that are like purely South African, but then it might have other influences, like my friend Ray is a gospel singer, and bringing her in, and like there was just these genres that I wanted to explore, and no one else would do it, so except me. Like I was the only one who could do this, and so it's been really exciting to just put music out that I love, that I think is weird and doing things in an interesting way, and it's exciting to me. I think getting back to making music for me has been the crux of my last year of trying to refine that excitement and childlike playing. So it changes completely. When I'm in the session, if I'm working on an album for you, it is not about me. I'm at the service of you, the artist. And that is the most important thing to me, is how can I hold the space elevated and create the world under which you're trying to operate. for my project, it's just me. And that's so exciting because I can do whatever I want. And that's liberating in some ways.
But you're still at the service of the artist to you.
Sure.
So it's kind of taking yourself even out of that. You also have to be your producer. So you also have to give yourself the criticism to say, wait, does this sound good for this particular thing? So it must be interesting wearing those different hats in studio.
I think I've put enough reps in to be able to trust my taste at this point. I'm no longer thinking, is this good? I now think, does this make me feel the way that I want to feel? I purely go from that emotive landscape. I think that being a songwriter in a professional setting, it means I've studied and learned and been in hundreds upon hundreds of sessions. I have thousands of unreleased songs. Just you put in the reps, and on my bad day, I need to be able to write a fine song. Yeah,
because I was about to say, when I'm having a bad day, man, I'm putting on a show. I'm grabbing some food. I'm eating pizza and chocolate mousse. Like you grab a pen and a paper and you're like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, I need to be able to write a fine song. Like that's the barometer. But I think that what we're looking for in the creative industry is those strikes of lightning where it kind of like the things just align and inspiration aligns, and it's not just a good song or a great song, but it's like a special song. And I think that you can't really fake that, but you can just show up every day and put in the work. And so that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I'm trying not to criticize my work as I'm making it. I'm trying to be like, does this feel good? The criticism, I think, has been the default for too long, and I'm actually trying to unlearn that.
So what has happened in the last 2 weeks where the song is now manifesting itself into your life?
I think I posted the song so ad hoc, just like it had been on my hard drive for a while. And I had a very close friend of mine just come to the studio and listen to the song, and I happened to have like my camera up, and I just played it for him, and his reaction was special. So then he's like, I'll play that song again. So I played it again, just recorded his reaction and posted it online, not thinking anything, and just being like, you know what, I would like to have the bravery. I've been making, like through the month of December, I've been making these records that I'm really excited about, and I've just been getting back to making music for me, and I'll just be in the kitchen on my laptop pressing buttons, and it kind of like no need for a fancy studio or anything like that, just kind of going back to basics. So I had a bunch of these songs and played him this song. He reacted really well. I posted it online, didn't think much of it. And then it just started resonating with folks, I think, who had similarly gone through maybe a tough year or were looking for hope for moving in towards the new year. And I love that it's given people some sort of like language to a mantra or like to hope. And because that's what it has been for me. And then since then, it's just been moving, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm just trying to keep up with it and hold on for dear life. And I'm just grateful for anyone that interacts with the music.
This is so exciting. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to hear from the Out and About team and find out what's happening on their show, and find out what's happening in the next couple of months for you, so that we know to keep up. And, the G, there's a reason why they because you voted. Okay? I was hoping you caught that earlier. It is 8:52 Central African time.
Growing with Africa for 60 years. Channel Africa celebrates 2026 with the African perspective.
Téléchargez l'application Channel Africa sur votre Play Store ou Apple Store afin de pouvoir suivre toutes nos émissions en direct de là où vous vous trouvez. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Mornings made better
with Peter and Asanda on Rise and Shine, weekdays 6 till 9.
Malawians go to the polls next week in a high-stakes general election where citizens will choose a new president and 229 members of parliament. And this comes 5 years after the country's 2019 election was annulled by the Constitutional Court due to widespread irregularities in a landmark decision that overturned the victory of the then President Peter Mutharika.
I'm not saying we're a perfect government. No, nobody is. I mean, we've seen even South Africa facing challenges with the fuel that's going up and with whatever challenges. But you know what? When you are dealing with an IMF policy that says do not employ so many people because you're going to become a welfare government and all of that. And Dr. Chakwera said I've got high numbers of unemployment. As a government that is answerable to Malawians, we have found IMF policies wanting on many issues. We believe the people who pay us taxes to put us in our positions, we owe them employment at the minimum.
That's Dr. Jesse Kwabila, who's the Minister of Higher Education in Malawi.
Mornings made better with Peter and Asanda on Rise and Shine. Wake up with Oasis.
It is 8:54 Central African time. Welcome back to it. On the last 6 minutes of the show, I'm going to the bank today. And I was thinking of getting back to my baking series. I told you about this last year, right? So I am learning how to make all types of bread. So I made ciabatta last year. I made a garlic and herb focaccia. So I want to do a sweet focaccia. So I'm thinking of doing that today.
Wow.
That's my plan. What
You
do you
are
have?
so busy. Well,
Making bread, literally.
yeah, thank God there's going to be food today. So we're going to be eating in the first hour. Bakery industry is the people that's coming. They're bringing the Gatsby. In the studio.
Gatsby.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking around.
Nah.
I've been missing out on the food. You guys have this thing. When I bring the food, I cater for everyone. You guys.
Did you give me something?
I give you the gift of life, darling.
Excuse
And
me. So we're going to have a Gatsby in the first hour. Then for DIY, we're looking at how to detox. Maybe I might need to detox. Today I'm not feeling so excited.
Yeah, I've gained weight too.
Did you?
I've gained weight.
Okay,
I'm good at hiding it, but I've gained. I feel it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but I'm going back next week, don't worry.
The gym or the detoxing?
The gym.
Oh.
I have to do both, obviously.
Yeah, I do both. So we're going to look at like easy ways to detox. Then for our health and wellness, we're looking at what we can do as women, especially if like our jobs can be very stressful and sometimes that can show on our skin and our hair and stuff. So overworking yourself, the impact that it could have and what you can do to fix it. And then we've got an artist of the week. And then I just want to eat. I'm hungry, okay?
Are you one of those people that get hangry?
Yes.
That's insane. Wait, coming back to the wellness thing, are you talking about like supplements? Are we talking like exercise? Because I mean, I overwork myself, but my skin's fine.
We're looking at skin because some people, they get breakouts, but I think it also has to do with sleep. When people don't sleep well because of stress, right? So you'll see the quality of your hair. Your hair is not going to fall out, but you will see, and your skin as well. Not just even like, we're not even talking about your face. Some people will start having eczema when you didn't even have eczema, and some people I know they have lumps, because of stress. So we're gonna look at women and how, specifically with women, how overworking ourselves can impact us and what we can do.
Yeah, I just stop eating. I don't know why. Like, I go through, I mean, it's a quick way to weight loss. But it's not the best.
It's not healthy if you're forced to not eat.
I mean, it gets the job done.
Okay, so I'll see everybody after 9 o'clock.
I'm not mad at it. It's going to be the Out and About team. Boleng, you better enjoy that Gatsby and get out of this hangry mood that you're in. It's not fun.
No.
So, back to Grammy-nominated artists, because that's what we have on our show.
Yeah, bro.
What's coming up in the next 3 months?
I'm going to be doing some travel.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Tattoos on the passport.
So, heading out to LA, and just the music is moving out there. So, hopefully do some shows out there. And I'm excited to see what comes next.
Yeah.
And then I'll be between here, home, and wherever the music takes me.
That's
the next month is just following the excitement.
That's really exciting. How long are you going to be in LA for?
A couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah, I have some other projects that I need to finish up with other artists, and then just working on my own project as well while I'm out there. But then heading home.
That is, guys, 2026, hey? Like, some people, like, wow, imagine already having travel plans, Jay. Like, in between LA, From in between jobs to in between LA and home. I absolutely love it. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Vumaala, Vumaala, on all the things. TikTok, Instagram, it's all there. Same name.
This is so exciting. I'm really looking forward to your success.
Thank you so much.
When Black people thrive, I don't know. I just feel like, what, guys, like let's do it. More of it, please. That's the content that we need to subscribe to. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It was absolutely fantastic having you, and we look forward to seeing everything that you're gonna do.
Thank you.
I'm really, really looking forward.
Thank you for playing my song.
Of course. I mean, show me how good it can get. Like I need to listen to that today. I needed that today. It is 8:59 Central African time, and just like that, we have wrapped up the show. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your girl, and let's meet again tomorrow for a very interesting show. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at spiritual predictions for 2026. I just need to know when the retrogrades are. Like, just tell me when Mercury is going in the microwave again, then I'm okay. Like, everything else is fine. From me and Ntsako Mhlanga, it's been absolutely fantastic. Have a beautiful and blessed day ahead. Goodbye.
We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. SABC News. The African Perspective.
Top stories this hour. China diplomat postpones a historic Somalia visit, and Elon Musk accused critics of his social media X of looking for excuse for censorship. With the news at 9 o'clock, I'm Matabala Mahabe. Good morning. China's top diplomat Wang Yi has postponed a historic visit to Somalia, which would have marked the first visit by a Chinese foreign minister since the 1980s. This decision comes amid strained U.S.-Somalia relations and follows Israel's recognition of Somaliland. While the Somali Foreign Affairs Ministry is expected to provide details regarding the postponement, Wang continues his tour in Africa to promote strategic trade access. Currently, he is in Tanzania to enhance bilateral relations and has already engaged with Ethiopia's Prime Minister on cooperative efforts in various sectors. And U.S. President Donald Trump has warned that he would order more airstrikes on Nigeria if Christians continue to be killed in the West African nation. In a wide-ranging interview with the New York Times, Trump was asked whether the Christmas Day strikes in Nigeria's northern Sokoto state targeting Islamist militants were part of a broader military campaign. He said if the Islamist militants continue to kill Christians, it will be a many-time strike. Claims of genocide against Nigeria's Christians began circulating last year in some right-wing U.S. circles, but organizations monitoring political violence in Nigeria say most victims of the jihadist groups are Muslims. And the South African Communist Party SACP National Chairperson Blade Nzimande says the party is not ready to contest local government elections at ward level across the country. He says that they currently lack the organizational footprint required for ward-to-ward campaigning. Nzimande noted that they will need to work through the challenges as the party moves to implement its resolution to contest elections.
It is a fact that the SACP is not organized wall-to-wall, so it's something that will have to be dealt with as the SACP develops its own strategy and to be debated. I don't want to actually run ahead of the party and the discussions in the party about that particular matter. The fact of the matter is that that matter will have to be addressed, including concrete assessment of the strengths and weaknesses of the SACP in different parts of the country.
On to this now. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has expressed shock and regret over the White House's announcement to withdraw the United States from several UN multilateral entities. Speaking in a media briefing through his spokesperson, Stephanie Dujarric, on Thursday, the Secretary General emphasized that financial contributions to the UN are legal obligations under the UN Charter and reaffirmed that all UN bodies will continue implementing their mandates despite the decision.
The Secretary General regrets the announcement by the White House regarding the United States' decision to withdraw from a number of United Nations entities. As we have consistently said and underscored, assess contributions to the United Nations regular budget and the peacekeeping budget as approved by the General Assembly are legal obligations under the United Nations Charter for every member state, including the United States. All United Nations entities will go on with the implementation of their mandates as given to us by member states.
Elon Musk is accusing critics of his social media site X of looking for any excuse for censorship amid reports that X artificial intelligence AI chatbot Grok is creating non-consensual sexualized images of people, including children. The UK's Office of Communication says it is conducting an urgent assessment of X in response, which has been backed by Technology Secretary Liz Kendall. She described the sexual manipulation of images of women and children as despicable and abhorrent, adding that she would expect to see an update from Ofcom in days. X has now limited the use of AI image function to those who pay a monthly fee, a change dubbed by Downing Street as insulting to victims of sexual violence. A recap of your top story. China's top diplomat Wang Yi has postponed a historic visit to Somalia, the first by a Chinese foreign minister since the 1980s, amid strained U.S.-Somalia relations and Israel's recognition of Somaliland. Wang continues his tour across Africa, currently in Tanzania, to promote strategic trade and enhance bilateral relations. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +2 711 714 4459. For Channel Africa News, I am Matapala Mahape.
SABC News. The African Perspective. This is Puleng Mulibati on Channel Africa. Every weekend mornings to inform your weekend activities.